right, man, we back. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. And it's being reported that Deshaun Watson wants Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, to be the next Houston Texans head coach. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody that tap in, man. And I'll keep sharing the NFL videos, man. I'm going to keep putting them down. But you can check out our NFL playlist for more NFL videos. And I think that's a good pick. You know, obviously, I hate when a team hires a head coach and then hires a general manager. Now, if you don't know, Bill O'Brien was the general manager and the head coach for the Houston Texans. So if I'm Houston, I need to probably pick, if I'm listening to Deshaun Watson, which I think Deshaun Watson got a great idea right there, then I'm going to pick somebody from the Kansas City Chiefs organization to be the general manager, and we're going to hire Eric Bieniemy. And obviously, that's probably not going to happen until after the season. You know, so I'm going to go get me a general manager that wants Eric Bieniemy. And don't forget, they got to satisfy the Rooney Rule. They got to interview black candidates as well as white candidates. You know, or minority candidates, all right? But I think it's a good fit. My whole thing, people got to understand, as a head coach is not always successful because of his play calling. What goes into a head coach is, are you good at time management? Are you good at handling personalities? All right? Are you good at diffusing situations? Do the players respect you? That's what you got to ask yourself. And it's just like being a manager or a boss at a company. It's a lot of decisions you got to make. You can't be too buddy-buddy, and you can't be too much of a hard ass. If anybody have done management, and I've done management, and it just wasn't for me. Too much responsibility. And think about it. I managed a team of, I'm going to say maybe 15 to 20 people, and I was responsible for every mistake they made. You know, and that's a fact. And everything they did good, it was minimized. And that's just kind of company I was fucking with. So think about it. You got to manage over, I'm going to probably say almost 100 people. You have to manage over 100 people. I'm going to say it again. You got to manage over 100 people in that organization. Because you got 55 players. You got 12 players probably on the practice squad, right? And then you got the whole coaching staff, position coaches, defensive, offensive. Oh, that's a tough job. And if you're not a natural leader of men, you ain't gonna have a lot of time to become a natural leader of men. So that's what you kind of gotta understand about a coaching. A head coach schedules practices. A head coach, schedules when the bus is leaving. The head coach schedules the walkthroughs. When it comes down to somebody being late, he make the final decisions on them being fined and dealing with personalities if player A, player B got an issue. So it ain't just because Eric Bieniemy is a wonderful play caller. Play calling is probably like one of the last things that's on your mind as a head coach. Play calling. You talking about play calling? I don't even know how most coaches become the head coach in play call. Square business. I don't know how people do it. So when people talk about head coach, they think about play. Man, come to clock management. Do we go for it on fourth down? Don't forget, you got a situation where you overriding calls. Well, I don't like that call. All the calls flow through his headset. It's a hectic job. It really is, man. And I would love to see Eric Bieniemy get that job. And a lot of people in Detroit, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Check out my Lions channel, or everything Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. A lot of people want Eric Bieniemy in Detroit. But like I said before, you don't want to stick a general manager with a head coach that he don't want. You don't want to stick a head coach with a general manager he don't want. Because the general manager and the head coach got to have the same vision. They got to want the same system on the field. You got a general manager that want to run a 3-4, or he believe in a big, bulky, strong defense up front that lacks speed. And you can have a head coach that believe in a speed up front. And because in the National Football League, now you got to account for the 11th man, which is the quarterback that's starting to run. So you got to be on the same accord when you're talking about a general manager and a head coach. And a lot of people just think the head coach is it's an easy job, man. It's a tough job. A coordinator, you just worry about the offense or the defense. I'm gonna worry about installing plays. As a head coach, you can't be too offense. Remember Steve Spurrier was he was a guy that was coaching the Skins, the Washington football team right now. And he didn't care about the offense. The defense, excuse me. And that bit him in his butt. So you gotta have some type of balance being an offensive, being a kid coach. You can't be too much offense, too much defense. You gotta have that balance, man. But hey, I think it's a great choice for Deshaun Watson to pick Eric Bieniemy. I think we need to get more black coaches in there, man. And I think it's a good call, man. If you can't beat the Chiefs, join them, right? And I think he get the most out of David Johnson. And I think, when the general manager get in there, he's gonna have to figure out a way. He's gonna have to figure out a way to really kind of, clean up house. They got the highest payroll in the National Football League. And you look at their talent, and their talent is, it's like Deshaun Watson and the rest of them, J.J. Watt getting old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get rid of J.J. Watt. He old. He should be somewhere competing for a championship, right? I don't even know nobody on their defense. Whitney Merciless is maybe the only guy I know. Offensively, they got a whole bunch of receivers that do the same thing. Brandon Cook, Randall Cobb, Will Fuller, Kenny Stills. Come on. So they got a lot to clean up over there. They pay Larry Tunsil. He can't even play left tackle. It's just a lot to clean up. At least you got Deshaun Watson that makes it an attractive job. And I think Eric Bieniemy could do some things with Deshaun Watson that he didn't have to do with Patrick Mahomes. And Deshaun Watson is more mobile. There's some good things he could do with him. But I think when he comes there, first thing he got to do is get the talent around him together. All right, I will move Tunsil to the right tackle, and I will draft me a left tackle. That's the first thing I try to do is give me a prominent, young, dominant left tackle. Okay, I look at the receivers I got, I trade them off. I look at them. I got Stills, I got Fuller, I got Cooks, I got Cobb. I don't need Cobb, I don't need Cooks. Get rid of them, right? I keep Will Fuller, I keep Kenny Stills because Kenny Stills was probably cheap. I look to go find me a big physical receiver. I look to find me a tight end, which Watson has never had. And offensively, that's how I correct it. Defensively, I correct that team from the line on out. I get rid of J.J. Watt. He got too much power in that organization, and he ain't did shit in years. All right, dominant. He's not dominant. I get rid of him. If I get a third, fourth, fifth for him, I get rid of him. I try to rebuild that defensive line. I rebuild that linebacker core, rebuild the back end in that order. But like I said, it's a lot that they got to do to kind of to get that organization back right. And they got the highest payroll, and for the highest payroll, they got no talent that I covet. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to donate is to share the videos one time for the one time we gone.